Alright, good morning, chat. Good afternoon and good evening. Happy time zone. Hope everybody's having a good day. Having a good day, having a good day. Not gonna lie, stream might be a low energy again today. I woke up early due to messing something up last night. So, yeah, it turns out I copy and pasted the wrong files when I was helping with, I've mentioned it a few times. I'm doing a Terraria Past the World video with a few other content creators, or Terraria Past the World speedrun thing. And yeah, I copied the wrong files because the files are messed up because we're running on Tmod loader to do a certain mod for us to stop it like a minute, and the files are messed up because of the update. So I copy and pasted the wrong files. I had to fix it this morning. I don't want to feel like the problem, so I wouldn't have been able to sleep, and I struggle falling back to sleep after I wake up. So yeah, is what it is. So I've been up since 7. I know, really early for a lot of you, but or not early for a lot of you, but really early for me. Anyways, with that yapping out of the way, I'm gonna run ads on Twitch, and we're gonna play Enclosed Horse as those ads run. So I do appreciate it if you stick around. I just don't want ads for the start of stream. Won't be missing much. All right, acceptance. I'm assuming acceptance means I just have to accept that the bees are just, you know, locked here. I mean, technically you would have to lose 3 spots here to do that, and then you have to waste so much down here. Or maybe it's like acceptance in this way. Okay, well, first off, let's just see the first issue. So let's do that. Like, obviously, just not enough walls. So we're gonna have to cut something. What are we cutting? This bottom area is probably the first that should go, realistically. I am, like, low-key thinking we do cut this. This area down here is probably, like, fine to keep. I'll keep this at 1 right now, just so we have more room to play with. But this side area is, like, so annoying to deal with, because it's, like, all this. Like, realistically, I think the play is to get rid of this, because you can do this in 2 instead of 3, so that saves 1. But then you still have to get rid of this area. So I guess we have to, like, enclose this in. This is still gonna be 3 no matter what, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so if I... no, it's always gonna be 3. So I think I always just have to accept... I think this is right, just based off of this, because it's like 1, 2, 3, and then assuming that this is blocked off over here. Like, you could technically save 1 here. I think this might be the play. But it's like, this always needs 3, and this maximizes the space of 3. This needs at 2. And then... I think that's always up there. Like, there's no way that you use 3 here, I don't think. Because you can just use 1 here. And then you can just use all three, like, boom, 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 right? So it's like, it's either 3 here or 3 here, and this would give you more. So no matter what, I think this would be the situation at worst. Compound tile, I think, for a 65. But it's just this. We need one more wall. Is there a way to get one more wall? Also, technically, this would be slightly better. I need one more wall.
Bonjour. 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 Bonjour.
Wasn't here for some time and now I'm happy to find you still speedrunning Stardew.
For botch, thank you for 33. Yeah, I'll just be forever here. It is what it is. So it's like, I feel like these 6. No, because these 6 can't be set in stone, right? Like, can I do this in any less if I'm just like... I know these spots won't be optimal. No. Because you always need 3 over here. So it's like, what's the difference between this and like trying to do that? It's like I just haven't even like found a way to get a score yet. You know? It's like, obviously I can do this. Oh, you can't even do that. Oh, that's funny. The answer is probably the only way to like enclose the horse would be my guess. So like if we think about it, all right, so this side needs 3, this side needs 3, this side needs 3, this side needs 2 at a minimum. So we need to find a way to condense it down by 1. I don't think this top area can be condensed down by 1 because, again, the best you can do is 3 and it would look like this, right? Like, it's 3 here, 3 here. There's no, like, weird double thing you can do here, I feel, right? So it just, like, there's that. This has the same issue where you can't like push this back. So now you got to figure out how to condense this area. So it's like you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're left with 2 walls, which is not good enough. You need 3 here. I just can't even find like how to enclose this fucking horse. Like, I'm trying to look at the choke points and see what overlaps. And I just don't see anything that overlaps. Because it's like, even, like, let's say you even manage to block off this area. Like, this area still needs to be blocked off, so even blocking this doesn't change over here. Like, a block off spot needs to be able to block off something. Oh man, this is like, I'm like lost here. One, two, three. Like, what am I missing? I understand the concept because like there's probably only like one correct solution. But it's finding where to save this wall and where to push it. Because again, like even if you get rid of all these and you just do is this the answer? This is a criminal answer if this is... I mean, like, just, like, make it slightly work slowly at a time. You can't move this back. This takes 3 no matter what to block off. This takes 2, and then this is where you save the 1. Maybe... like, is this where you block it off? I think it has to be some diagonal line here, right? I think that's the play because you have this is where I feel like is the only spot you can the only spot you can like save a wall is like during these connection things, because it's like you can't really do it on the outer rims. You kind of have to do it from the start. Maybe there's a different angle and that helps. Because it's like this is 4 when normally I would need 6, right? But I can do this in 4. Where it's like this is 6, but I can do this in 4. You know? Right. It's like, what angle, though, is the best for this? getting 41. Oh. 50. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. I think it's some angle that you're supposed to do with this and then just cover in the rest. Like, I'll try one more time to this bottom area, I think. Just to see if I can, like, quickly find a solution. But again, I'm pretty sure it's this bottom area that you just need to cut a wall with. What happens if it's like this top area that I'm actually supposed to go? No, because this would take too many. You can't really do this top area without taking so many things. I mean, it's either... Maybe it's this way. Just... No, because you just can't go any farther down. Alright, like, I know this isn't the best already because I looked at chat, but I think 50 is the best I'm going to get right now. Like, 58. I'm curious what it is. Ah, I missed this. I told you it was a diagonal. Yeah, I just needed to save the one more wall. Okay, I missed this. I could have... There's a chance I could have found this. I told you, I'm not reading chat because that makes it totally unfun because somebody can literally just click the solution button and then tell me exactly what to do. It's like, oh, guys, we got a good idea here. I got a great game we can play. All right, what's the answer? Somebody tell me the answer. Cow. Thank you. You know. It's like, it's not fun doing like the dailies like that, in my opinion. So I try to get no help. Like, I looked at chat because of getting a sub notification, and it's like, you know, I saw the 58, so it's kind of just like, I know that my answer isn't right, but I'm not gonna like hard search for it. Right, and that's the thing. So I don't really want helps during those. It's like fine if you say it in chat because chat's normally like discussing and it's like they'll have those things, but it's like the reason I go off like, or I went off like this is because you said I told you, and it's just like, do we really need to say that? Like, I'm not reading chat. Like, if I read chat, I definitely would have seen it. But maybe you're just saying I told you in retrospect. Yeah, I'm just being an asshole at this point. It is what it is. Streamer issues. No books was the issue with last run. Streamer problems. The normal. Again, like, there is no issue with you saying the answer or like something like that because you did spot it. It's like fair, but I don't know. The I told you triggered me in some way to get the rant. It's nothing against you personally. You know, streamer just going for engagement bait, getting one guide in a way. It is what it is. It's the daily games. That's why a lot of big streamers just go emote only or whatever. Oh no, it did die to it died to books anyways, or it would have died to books, right? Yeah, something like that. I remember checking and it would have died to books, so that's why I said it. But in reality, it's like, it's about it. Yeah, I mean, timing's awkward. You get the gist. Somebody has a small penis. But yeah, I'm talking at this point just because I'm a streamer. You realistically did nothing wrong. Honestly, it's more that I'm just mad at myself because I did end up ruining it, because I do try to just like, it's on me to not look at chat, and I looked at chat, so. Do you have any tips to get seaweed without the fishing rod? Like, what's the best way? The only way to get it without the fishing rod is either getting it on the left or the right side of the beach, and or from the dangerous variant of the mines on like floors 1 through 40. And I guess garbage cans, so check garbage cans daily. I don't know if you're doing some challenge or whatever, but there's no way to consistently get it outside of that, other than like already having a fish pond. But I assume you're trying to get a fish pond, or you only need one for the community center. Otherwise, your best bet is just a fishing rod and just casting in shallow water. When I say shallow water, I don't mean like color-wise. Like, literally don't charge your fishing rod at all and just let it drop right away. Owl seed. Spot 13. As the title says, perfection, no Joja services. So we're going to be attempting to do a perfection speedrun, which is basically the 100% version, or 100% category. And we're speedrunning it. The goal is to do it in about 16 hours, less than. I do not do it in one sitting, no, before that question is asked. I generally do about 5 hours a day. On your perfection challenge is last fish caught with seaweed. Yeah, because picking up seaweed off the ground doesn't count for the fishing collection. I'm pretty sure. So I think you actually have to catch that with a fishing rod for it to work, if I remember correctly. It's the same way as picking up like clams and oysters off of the beach doesn't count, and you specifically have to get them from a crab pot, I believe. I could be wrong about that. I don't know if it was fixed at 1.6. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Outside of fishing and all that, the easiest way to get seaweed is or the other easier way is to get fish ponds, but you would need 5 to be able to get a fish pond, right? Which is kind of what I'm assuming you're trying to do. And then I forget what fish it is. You just do a quick wiki look. There's a fish that gives seaweed pretty regularly. I want to say it's mussels, but I could be wrong. But I want to say it's mussels. I'm gonna regret selling that leek, aren't I? I just sold 2 daffodils instead. I'm more likely gonna get more daffodils than leeks, I guess. But absolutely punished. My fault. Honestly, my bad. I really should have sold the daffodils. I knew that there was more daffodils up top, so there was no reason to ever risk that. Saved. Never mind. Punished, but not punished. You can't get a leek by the wizard. Leeks only spawn in the bus stop, backwoods, and mountain. That's why I needed the leek right then. Otherwise, I would have had to go left side of the farm. Stuff that farms in cinder sap is only dandelions and horseradishes. Daffodils can only spawn in bus stop and town. Horseradishes are also backwoods mountains. Well, but yeah, there's one by the shrine, but I have no reason to walk all the way out of my way for that because I only need 1. I'm not gonna walk out of my way for that. I was only gonna walk out of my way just to get the 1. That's a weird, irrelevant question. Did you originally play Stardew Valley casually? Yeah, I played Stardew Valley casually. Played it casually once. I did 200 hours on like a save file. I 100%ed the game for the time. Like, keep in mind, this is when the CC was the end goal. I got every Steam achievement at the time, but the Joja Mart one. I later had to sell out because I was actually selling out for money to do the Joja Mart when I started streaming. But I did everything on that one file. All Steam achievements, but Joja Mart, all in-game achievements, everything. And I was just interested in speedrunning at the time, so I just started speedrunning Stardew afterwards. Turns out to be a pretty good speed game. Do you ever beat Prairie King? I've done Fector's challenge more times than you could probably count. Green bean, kale. To put it in perspective, I don't play Prairie King often anymore just because of how long it takes. I haven't played Prairie King in probably like 4 or 5 months. If you were to give me 5 tries to do Fector's challenge, I could probably consistently do it. I would need a warm-up, but... at the end of the day, like, I don't think Fector's challenge is that hard. For me, at least. I don't find the game as difficult as others. I will say it did take me a while to do it for the first time. I did struggle to do Fector's challenge for the first time, But for whatever reason, after I did it once, like the weight was just off my shoulders, and now I can like semi-consistently do it. If I was practice, I could probably do it every like other attempt pretty consistently. The only exception being like I would reset the first 2 stages to make sure I got 15 coins. Like a big trick behind getting consistent Vector's challenge runs, or quote unquote consistency, is resetting the first 2 stages until you get 15 coins, because you're just shooting yourself in the foot if you don't start with a damage upgrade. And that's kind of like a big thing. Like, you should never buy any upgrades other than 2 damage upgrades and an attack speed upgrade if you're going for Vector's challenge. Realistically, buying the move speed boots is a waste. You're better off skipping the merchant than actually buying that. Because I don't need to. They'll be under sprinklers on the 13th. And they will grow up by the time of the end of the year. So I don't need to grow them right now. It'd be a waste of time to do. Yeah, this is literally the first run of the day. And it got garden bundle parsnip plus rare crops. That was a good luck day. That's nice. 13. 13's an interesting spot because there's not really anything special about it, but it's honestly a low amount of cart checks. Realistically, 3 cart checks with the possibility of a 4th. But it's like, I have the high chance of the 5th and the 26th hitting. And then there's just a random spring check, which is always good to have. There's kind of like a weird spot where it's really mellow. But it's not like crazy where I have to do a bunch of checks early, and it's not crazy in the regards of I don't have to deal with checks during the desert festival. Cave carrots. Bottom. Yeah, first run. Guys, remember the habit that I said I had a while ago? It's happening right now. Smile. Smile. Those who know know. What have it? Nah, those who know know. That's all that's needed to be said. You can drop things out of our inventory by shift right clicking them. What's Iron Dirk? I think Iron Dirk is bad, right? I think it's Glow Ring. I don't think it's Magnet Ring. Is it Magnet Ring? You can only get, is there 1 or 2 types of daggers you can get on floor 10? Because I know one of the daggers can give Magnet Ring. Two? Because I don't know if it's one or the other. I think Elf Blade is 20 though. I don't know what the other dagger would be. Also, to be fair about some of the commands, they're not really told anywhere, so you kind of just have to learn it from word of mouth or reading the patch notes, which is not everybody's cup of tea. There's a lot of menu hotkeys that a lot of people don't know because they're just not explicitly said. Like, I commonly get asked the question, how do you buy a stack at a time, right? It's like, you're not gonna think to press Control Shift 1 to be able to buy a stack at a time, right? Windspire. Is Windspire 10? I guess it is. Oh, I'm stupid. I had a ladder on that floor. I wanted to draw. Oh, I'm just stupid. It's fine. Never punished. 10 or 20. It can be both. That's ridiculous. Did we get Windspire yesterday or Iron Dirk? Does anybody remember? Because honestly, the answer to that question is what dagger did I get yesterday on 10? Because that one had a that dagger had a Magnet Ring. Windspire, fuck, we're gonna get Glowstone Ring then, aren't we? Or Glow Ring. Kill me. Why do I have 10 cave carrots? To be fair, it's kind of hard to immersively explain those hotkeys to people. So. Hey, there should just be a controls menu at the main menu, though. Are we really just gonna get a glow ring from an enemy right there? And then we're just gonna get a glow ring on 20, and I'm gonna lose my shit. I low-key want to go to the center of this floor just because there's a chance of a club and a magnet ring. I'm checking. I think there's a magnet ring, but there's no club, so I care much less because I care more about the club than the magnet ring. Fuck off. It's so sad. Good morning, buddy. You cursed the run. It mines chests. And gave carrots to Geos for now, but yeah. Where's my good morning? I said good morning, but also fuck you for cursing the run. I haven't gotten that in a while, have you? Add to the compilation. All right, surely we don't get 2 glow rings from these boss enemies in a row, right? I mean, it wasn't 2 glow rings in a row, but... This is worthless is one way of putting it. There's no forest sword, but I kind of want the copper over here, so. I dropped the emerald off at top, but it's like whatever. I'm just missing a little bit of bug's meat at this point. Money's interesting. I feel like money's kind of not really good, but our pacing. Our pace is pacing, and our copper is actually decent for our pacing, but I feel like money's suffering a bit. I guess I will have 7 topazes. Chat, what's your favorite gem? Opal. I like opal just because the name is fun. Amethyst, ruby, emeralds, malachite. Somebody's quirky. Diamond. I can't take diamonds seriously. Like, they are a good gemstone, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I just don't like the history behind them, and I think they're overvalued. I just can't like diamonds just by default. But I get I understand the appeal to them. No way. Jade. Diamond in-game. Oh, I'm talking about real life. I mean, obviously diamond in-game. I'm not a fan of jewelry, but I think like the gemstone, like the geo gemstones are like beautiful, you know, like a freshly cracked like a geo gemstone is lovely. It's like I'm not a huge fan of just jewelry in and of itself. Oh, of course they're pricey. I mean, it's gemstones. When we were in, oh god, Sedona, that's the name. When we were in Sedona, when my parents were visiting, we went to one of the shops that is like the biggest, or no, it wasn't in Sedona, it was one of the towns nearby that has like a former high security, or a former psych ward turned into a hotel. I forget what the place is actually called. But there is like this antique shop that sold it's the world's largest privately owned kaleidoscope collection. And it's like some of the kaleidoscopes were really cool, and it's like I definitely would have bought one if the things weren't like thousands of dollars. But it's like it's crazy how expensive those kaleidoscopes were. Auto hotkey. I mean, as long as you have auto hotkey installed, you just have to double click on the program. And then it should be set up. Have to use the keybinds. Yeah, the pace ended up not pacing as well as I thought it was. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not great anymore. And then copper as well is... It's playable. Like, I'll play it until I can't, obviously. Like, there's no reason not to play it, but it's not... I'm not walking out of my way to pick that up. The leak won't matter. It's not great. You know? We have 2 glow rings. We need 60 or 3. We need 74 copper. No, the pace ended up not being amazing. We had a decent start, but then it kind of fell off later. I love how I said I wasn't going to go out of my way for the leaks, and then I ended up just going out of my way for a leak there. Do as I say, not as I do. But it's fine. Just got to believe in day 2. Day 2. I hope to try to snag a, it might be kind of hard to snag a, force sword. The one on speedrun.com should just work. Like, there's no reason to have mine. Mine is custom anyways. Mine has my reset stuff on it. But it was originally made from the cheat on speedrun.com. If it's not working for you, you're probably just doing the animation canceling timing wrong. Because it doesn't just... You don't just hold down spacebar and it just automatically works. It's a timing thing. It will literally take days, if not months of practice. Gotta keep in mind, I have 7,000 hours on this game. Over 7,000. It's like 7,500. And like over 5,000 of those hours involve animation canceling. coffee bean omega wall. Unironically, worst crop in the game. Make zero money, a headache to work with. Headache to get. Literally a waste of time because you can just buy coffee and it doesn't even look good. At least if you're buying fucking flowers, you're buying flowers because they look nice. Unironically, the worst crop in the game in every metric. You know, like coffee bean. Having a forest sword, yeah, really hurts. I believe so. It's just an annoying spot. Should be right here. This is 9, 10, 11, yeah. Well, I just have to, right? Like, I see boss enemy, even if it's gonna take me a year to kill, I just have to, right? Too high of a chance of getting a weapon, and then there's also magnet ring. The chance I die here is the scary part. Literally the second worst drop. The only drop worse would have been a magnet ring. Or I'm sorry, glow ring. Magnet ring would have been fine. I have too much energy now. I'm overeating. Gotta make sure my HP is fine. I also like that I'm saying I'm overeating, and like in reality I am, but I'm eating cave carrots mostly, so it's actually not nearly as bad. Because I'm not losing money per se. Where it's like if I was eating all these parsnips, I would be losing money. I don't have to worry about killing bats anymore, which is nice. I can pass out pretty quickly, so I'm not really too worried about it. About having high energy. Especially if I'm not really eating parsnips, but it's like eating parsnips for HP sucks. I think money's gonna end up being fine. It's really just about getting... getting the last bit of iron and whatnot. Oh, I thought that was the forest sword. I'm still eating. It feels so bad. Oh, fine on time. I have like 3 more in-game hours. We are a humble island explorer today because we're gonna get to the island, surely. Alright, let's kill this guy on a different spot. Round 3. Get over here. Okay, it's not a magnet ring or a club, but it's a weapon. I can actually kill slimes really easily with this. Or I'm sorry, dust sprites. And I would say take less damage, but that's not really a good start with taking less damage, so. I got 2 more in-game. Well, technically, I would have liked to have been done like now, but 29 plus 9 is 38. So I only need 1 more coal. And then we're at that many, so we only need 45. All right, just need copper now. That's 12 HP, we should be fine. How much copper we need? 145. If I don't think the run can finish anymore. Or like if the run can't PB anymore, I should specifically say. Really it. Yeah. You have to have an empty inventory spot though. It's funny pass out strats. I don't do it often. I only do it when I have a lot of energy because you have to empty an inventory slot and it's a little weird. And you have to walk over. So it's kind of just like whatever, unless if you have enough energy. But it is a thing. Yeah, we do it in CC. Okay, I will need to go to the bathroom here though, so. I didn't get my normal pee break time. I had to do the entire mines while needing to pee. To keep or to not to keep the ruby? I think I don't keep the ruby. I kind of need the money and it's fine. Sell. Sell. I just like making. I don't like. I might quick stack the copper and iron later, so it's just easier to sell. I don't really care if it technically saves me a bit of money. I need to keep one of those. Sell. 1, 2. I'll just sell all those. Selling that. We're gonna keep one of those though. Selling that. I don't know. It's just a quick stack thing. I probably could have kept some of that, but I'm being paranoid because I didn't have any like high expensive goods. I'm surprised we're still green. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. I got a bath. I will be right back. Good morning, Beat. Wait, is Run dead? No, I had to go to the bathroom. Run's good. It normally takes a few runs to get the parsnip in a run going. Basically, here's the timeline of my morning. I wake up, I eat bagel, and while I eat bagel, I drink a full water bottle. And then when I start stream, I pee, and then I start drinking more water as I stream. And then generally about like 30-40 minutes in the stream, I have to pee again. So it's just the water intake amount for the time frame. And normally it won't matter because I have to pee when I'm resetting for parsnips, but since I literally got garden bundle with parsnip on the like very first run today, this was the run yesterday, this is the only run I've done today. Oh yeah, I'm like free to pause. It's really relaxed because of how long of a category it is. It's not competitive, so it's kind of just like, hey, here's a category, we'll have the relaxed rules so the most amount of people can run it, right? Because it's like, if you had to do this in one sitting, 90, like, I'm realistically the only person who can do it as fast as it is and is willing to put up with the book RNG to do it as fast as it is. So for the most part, this run is a 24-hour long run. It's not very healthy to play the game for 24 hours straight. So it's kind of just, you know, one of those things. So yeah, I'm allowed to take breaks. The only like exception is you have to do like 4 hours of gameplay in like one quote unquote segment. Like I wouldn't be able to end stream and take like a night break until I have 4 hours of gameplay. This does include like the starting resets though. So it's like if I went for 2 hours of resetting and then I get a run 2 hours in, I only have to play 2 hours of that run technically. But yeah, the rules are lax because realistically, it's just not a competitive category. So why not make it as open as possible to allow people for whatever reason to have a schedule that works. So thank you for the 23 months and good morning to you. Hope your day is going well. Ew, streamer, we don't need to know your toilet habits. Mind you, for somebody who pees as much as you, I suggest cranberry juice. No, I'm fine with water. I'm fine with water, and I'm aware I have a small bladder, so it's kind of just like, it's fine. Yeah, that's the nice part about perfection, because like I put it on myself to do like a Tilton Ginger Island on the first stream, which is like a dumb restriction, but it's like if I was 4 hours or like 3 hours into the run and 3 hours into resetting and I finally got a run, you know, like I wouldn't need to go until 8 hours like I would want to, but I feel like it's really distracting not to go or not to do the first 5 hours in the first stream because of book resets. Because of how I'm doing book resets and the RNG for it, it's like, it's kind of sus if it's like, oh, I gotta run with the parsnip and everything. I don't know why the camera freeze. Oh, I gotta run with the parsnip everything. And then magically I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day, and then tomorrow the run works out. Like, I know I won't be accused or anything, but it still doesn't look good. And then it's like, for the mentality, it's kind of just like, oh, I'm pausing the run 2 hours in, and I don't even know if it's going to continue because I don't know what the book RNG is. You know? It's like, I don't know. I don't like it. I just like doing the first 5 hours on the first stream. I am the way I am. That's why that looked off. I was trying to figure out why that didn't look right. And the sprinkler spot was wrong. That is my bad. What a thing to say to somebody on the internet. What did I say? Do not need to chop down that. How many trees grew down here? Wow, there's like no debris down here. Like, I'm looking at this and there's just like no debris. I do hope I got enough coal. I thought I was fine, but maybe I was one off. I guess I can just get it from a rock if I'm one off. It's not a huge deal. Probably do the math though. Uh, 6, 12, 18. Yeah, I'm one off. Okay, I'll just need to get one piece of coal then. That's easy. Oh, where am I going? Oh, thanks. I abuse it. Pray for RNG, please. One coal. Never punished. Yeah. Bulletin board hearts. Basically, we abuse the fact that if you enter an NPC's room, it sets a flag that allows you to always enter the NPC's room even after you decay even more hearts. So I get 2 hearts with those NPCs, and on the day that I'm turning in the boat stuff, I just, when I'm waiting for the boat and stuff to open, I just, you know, do a little walk around. We also do Emily and Kent's room. Emily, you can get away with getting an apricot and a amethyst, and then Kent, you just meet in year 2, so you don't have to think about it. And I don't think the rest matter, because the rest are either bachelors and bachelorettes, which you can't abuse. And then Robin and Demetrius has a weird quirk because they share a room where only one of them gets the prio. So even if you set the flag with one of them, it just doesn't work right. It's weird. I think at one point somebody looked into it for me, but it just doesn't work the way that you want it to. It's a weird ordering with like the primary room owner. I don't know how to explain it. It works fine for Kent because Kent is like the primary one, so I can get away with it. Also, Jody isn't in the room. So it doesn't matter for her birthday. Also, Kent's birthday is first, so it's fine. But it would matter for like Robin and Demetrius. But Robin and Demetrius isn't bad because Robin's the only annoying one, but you'll already have the friendship with Demetrius already, so it's like whatever. That's like the main issue with it. Otherwise, I guess I would meet Demetrius, so I wouldn't even meet Demetrius, but I would also go into Demetrius's room, Robin and Demetrius's room. And then Caroline and Pierre doesn't matter because Pierre's birthday is first. So you'll just have 2 hearts with them, so you don't have to think about it. Books are year 2. By the way, winter of year 2. So we don't really have, we're kind of just playing the game right now. Extra wood because I can. I have to wait for 9 anyways. I'm ahead of schedule, so. I didn't find my chapstick. It dropped at one point and I think it rolled under my bed and I just haven't been able to find it. AKA he hasn't looked. Honestly, yeah. That's the actual answer, but artisan, no yam, no melon. Artisan, no yam, no melon. Oh, I said corn, but I meant sunflower. Corn is best vegetable. Oh, did we get 1.7 news? Let's see a tweet. Somebody sacrifice it and if you tweet it and post the link so I can click it and just look at it on my other monitor as I sleep. An IGN article. Rain on the 7th. Two brand new marriage candidates. Oh boy. Interesting. Oh, fun. Okay. 10. Cute. Eight, 10, 12. Rain on the 14th, please. My guess is it's probably... I assume it's gonna be one guy, one girl. It's probably gonna be Clint or Willie. Does it just have to be Pam? I feel like it being Pam is a little weird though. Oh, Sandy. It has to be Sandy, right? It's Sandy, and then it's probably Clint or Willie would just be my straight up guess. Gonna be Clint, and CA is gonna try to make people hate him less. It could be Wizard. I think the guy could be any one of those three, but I think for the girl it just has to be Sandy, right? What other person would CA allow you to do? It's not gonna be Robin. Don't even say it. I feel like Pam might be a little weird, but is probably fine. This is also assuming that no new NPCs are added, by the way. Marnie. I feel like Marnie has the Lewis thing going. That narrative wasn't fully there when the original poll was made. Or cabbage. So I feel like he's leaned more into that since that poll. So I feel like it just has to be Sandy. I'd be surprised if it's anybody but Sandy. Gunther's not a normal interactable, so it's like unless if he makes it so you can start gifting him, I just don't see Gunther. Like out of all the giftable people right now, I think the highest likelihood is literally just Sandy and then Clint / Willie / Wizard. I need to sell blueberries and not be stupid here. I do not want another run dying to Batcave. I just don't see Lewis or Marnie being added. Like, it would have to be both. And then people, I don't know. People would probably just want Sandy too much. It just has to be Sandy. That, like, the main reason I won't say Marnie or Lewis is literally just because Sandy exists. The only reason. Yeah, now that you guys mentioned the wizard, I think the wizard's the other high likelihood. I think it will just be Sandy and the wizard. I think it would be good for the narrative for Clint to be a part of it, but to, like, you know, make him less Clint. But it's not a matter of that no one wants Clint. It's a matter of making him less Clint. You know? People want Clint without the Clint. I would like one Clint, but without the Clint, please. I don't know how I feel about this tree right now. Kinda in the way. Nah, Robin and Demetrius are getting divorced. I feel like that is the least likely situation where CA makes it so you can get those two divorced. Like, that's gonna stay modded. I think that is the least likely out of every situation we have talked about. 90% of the men cannot find Clint. That statistic is crazy to me, by the way. I don't want to get too into detail, but isn't it just like right there at like the forefront? Like, it's just there. I don't know, we are pretty blind though, so I wear glasses for a reason, right? You don't need that. I don't want okay. That I don't want to go into detail because that's not what the stream is for, but. Bye-bye, Moss. More a don't care enough problem. Fair. Yeah, there's like a weird attraction, detraction, acceleration thing when you don't have a magnet ring. When moss comes off of trees, you can just see it go flying. It's kind of fun. Take notes, elaborate, please, Mr. Streamer. No. Helpers, field research, chef, die, adventure, fine, geologist, engineering, quality fish. Need the duck feather. Unfortunate. Oh, I mean, we do like duckies, but unfortunately we do need duckies. No yam. I did say helpers, right? Yeah, can I get a double check? I said helpers. Yes? Okay. So we are kind of praying that we get a broccoli spot then. Later on, we'll be using a lot of warps. So, yeah. And the horse doesn't really follow you with warps, which is kind of annoying. So the horse is kind of just really shit for speedrunning. And it's not really worth to get the extra key gems to get the horse flute, as well as the fact that trying to use the horse flute loses me time every single time I use the horse flute. And the horse gives a similar move speed buff to that of coffee, and the horse flute usage time is very similar to that of chugging just a coffee, so why would I not just chug a coffee instead? Sure, I could stack it, but again, we're warping every single time. Or to a lot of areas, so I'd have to use the flute constantly, which is not very good. It's just not good. Especially like right now, like what you see right now is like the most I'm actually like actively running a lot. And it's just like, it's just not worth the investment to get a horse this early. Like, I just got my axe upgrade, so I'm just starting to collect hardwood. But I need hardwood for other things still, so it's kind of just like, I wouldn't even be able to get it online early enough. And then, yeah, later on when you're just warping too much that it just doesn't matter. Good luck. Have a good night. Even though you tend to just say that and then stay. Smile. Not bullying, it's light teasing. It is not consistent. It is random-ish. It's relatively the same. There's just minute details every single file being made. And obviously debris spreads differently every single time. So it always ends up being a little different. Tree placements themselves are basically identical though. Logs as well are identical every single time. Bushes, those types of things are always the same. But the smaller debris is mostly random. There are debris that generally spawns in the same spots, but it switches, it moves. There are also trees that like start partially grown, and since there's a little save thing on the first night, there's a chance that counts as a day. So there's a chance that the smaller trees actually just grow up a stage. So if you see community center, I always chop down like these 3 small trees on the way down. Those 3 can either be scythable, or they could be in like this stage where you can get a little bit of wood, like the right before finish growing stage. Depending on if they grow or not, or process to the next stage or not. So it's stuff like that that can change. Only an orange. I mean, I guess I was like a week late, but not good. First book check isn't, it's on year 2, winter of year 2, so it is quite a bit away, specifically winter 5th year 2. Based off of the dates that it's raining right now, I'm actually probably gonna do fishing in year 3 then, because we should get a rain day pretty early on. Get a rain day early enough, and then I should have the fishing book by then. So maybe a little risky, but save some mental. Oh shit. Well, Ron's not dead, but I will need a broccoli today. Got to go out on the 9th. Well, hopefully we get debris spawn somewhere. A spot. Probably one on the beach. Yeah, I could also get the fishing rod as well. It's a good call. I have time in the morning here, so. A rut row. I'm an idiot. Well, it's fine because I put it in first thing in the morning, but holy fuck, I'm gonna lose so much time here. Oh god, this day is not going well. It'll grow in time. It's like 8 or whatever. But I mean, the only way to consistently get the broccoli at this point would be to do the ticket strat, which is a little bit of an issue. Because I'm gonna need to get a replacement ticket then for the community center. I would prefer the Batcave to be an annoyance on this given run compared to the last one because of this mistake, but we are definitely going to be in the red after this one. The issue is I need one for the community center, and there's not really a good quest to do prior to doing Ginger Island stuff. So it puts me in the awkward situation of I have to find a way to get a replacement ticket because of the community center. So yeah, just a bit of an issue. Yeah, we're definitely gonna be red after this split. I should be fine on smelting time. I'm not worried about it. I just don't want to walk back outside. Like, I've already lost enough time. Probably sleep until the 24th. Should be fine. Okay, it won't be as bad as I think it would. Will probably be a minute and a half red. That's like fine. Just an extra shit mines. Who cares? I just have no desire to parsnip reset because I just have parsnips right away, so it's just like I'm kind of just gonna hard cope on this run until it dies to books, you know? Okay, well, it died to the same thing we did, or it died to yesterday. I only have an orange, so it's honestly even less likely than yesterday, but I just need 3 unique K-fruit fruits. And that is 3 unique K-fruit. We're definitely going to be able to see where we're walking while in total blindness on this run, saying that I have a glow ring and a small glow ring. But... no, because it's not automatic. Every time Bone Zone happens, I manually start it. That's why it's delayed sometimes. That's not streamer delay. The delay is how long it takes me to have us point to be able to press the buttons on my keyboard to be able to play it. My brain went into panic mode when I was about to walk out there because on 1.5, if you walk out there, you basically soft lock. But no, I can just walk out. I can just walk out. We'll get whooshing sound effects, but I can walk out. Only 80 moss, that's fine. 30 seconds. That's honestly not bad. Losing a minute and a half to the bullshit that I did on that one day, that's not bad at all. Alright. We're gonna take a stretch break. I know I did it earlier, like 40 minutes ago, but we're just gonna do it again because I like taking a break at this time, and I do need to relaunch the game so we don't get whooshing sound effects. I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna give up. Get up, stretch. Go to the bathroom anyways. See that much. Water break. I mean, the cutscene, that cutscene in particular can't, but there are community center cutscenes that can still hurt me, so I still have PTSD from them. Ugh. I mean, other than the mistake, it's a fine run. Like, there's no reason to kill it. We just gotta, like, 30 seconds behind, 40 seconds behind. It's fine. We need to get the books. We need to see books. I believe in the books this run. I believe. We'll be, Island Adventures. Island Adventures. We're gonna... Is it bad to make a Columbus joke and say we're gonna do what Christopher Columbus did? That tasteless. Because, I mean, to a degree we are. We're gonna go to the Ginger Island ecosystem and kind of arguably ruin it. Gonna be honest here. I'm not gonna say what we're about to do is a good thing. We're gonna arrive, have a boat dock there, immediately start like processing, setting up a cabin and a living quarters there with a gigantic farm, industrialize it with sprinklers. I wouldn't say what we're doing is a good thing. Necessarily. do. I do find it interesting that in the US we did used to celebrate Columbus Day, but then as time went on, we just realized that he was actually just an asshole, and now we just changed the holiday. Kind of funny how that works. Live in a city named after him. Fair. Now that you mention it, it sure sounds like capitalism. Well, that's just how the world is. Hello, new marriageable candidate. Well, I mean, like the two new marriage speedruns that will be added would be interesting, especially if it's Sandy and the wizard. Wizard less so, but Sandy would be interesting. Cause she like has an easy gift. While at the same time, it's actually hard to unlock her. Oh, Gus is another good one. It really can be any of them for the guys, no? I feel like it just has to be Sandy, right? We went over this. It just has to be Sandy. Like, what other girl in town would it be that's currently, like, available? It literally just has to be Sandy. I can't believe anything else. They're not gonna allow divorce for Robin. I feel like Marty and Lewis are kind of a thing, so CA's not gonna really want to mess with that. And then it's like, who else do you have? Really it. And Sandy just fits the bill. Pam would be like the other one that could happen. But I feel like Sandy's just better. Yeah, barring new NPCs. Like, I can't predict new NPCs, chat. Keep this in mind. Obviously, if there's a new NPC and it's marriageable, there's no way I could have guessed that. So I feel like it has to be Sandy from just, like, the point of view that we have. And he said he's going to announce them on Stardew's 10-year anniversary. So I think it would be really weird for him to just announce 2 new NPCs. So I think the Sandy narrative fits the best. But for the guys, I like, it can be Clint, it can be, I think Gus is another good one. Like, we forgot about Gus. Gus is a good one. The Wizard's a good one. Willie's good. I think it's those 4 mainly. I think those 4 are the most likely. I think the Wizard is the most likely, but I do like Gus. What's the anniversary? It's soon, right? When's Stardew's anniversary? It's this month, if I remember correctly. '26. I'll be back by then, which is nice. Yeah, the currently only like older NPC that you can marry is like Harvey and like Elliot. I don't know what the thought of age of Elliot are. And I guess Leah, it's those 3. Penny is like just the mature one, but she's definitely like... By the way, for context, IGN released an article because Stardew's 10-year anniversary is... Oh, I forgot to put this in. Stardew's 10-year anniversary is on the 26th, so they asked him about any insight on 1.7. He said there are 2 new marriage candidates that he will announce on the anniversary date. So, kind of just saying what I think the candidates will be. Nothing else has really been said. Foggies. Yeah, I mean, explaining the route more in detail definitely helps. Just watching the review. What's the love for Pam? I personally just think it would be weird for Pam because you can marry her daughter. But maybe I just find the concept of being able to either date the daughter or the mother just weird. But I'm not into, you know, huge age gaps, so. Not like we know the actual ages, but maybe just me. And with the Wizard and Abigail, though. But that's not canon, technically. Like, it's hinted at, but it's not canon. People just want to say it's canon because it's in Stardew Valley Expanded. There, I said it. Also, there's a chance that it's Caroline instead. Though I guess it would be weird to be it. Well, I mean, it's... Yeah, you get what I mean. It's less weird, though, because if it's... No, I guess it would be weird if Caroline's the daughter. Wizards 12 heart cutscene. Abigail, I am your father. Yeah, Abigail canonically dyes her hair. There's just the comment of I haven't been dyeing my hair, but it just magically stays purple. You know. Which is why, like, you know, the comment is made that, you know, oh, because it's magical, therefore that means wizard. Where it's like, sure. And then there's also the line of the Wizard saying, I feel like A relative is in town. I forget what the actual dialogue is. But CA makes those things like really vague for a reason because he enjoys it that way for people to make their own headcanons. So it's like, while it's totally fine to believe that, it's technically not like true headcanon in fact that, you know, Abigail is Wizard Daughter. I guess is more what I'm trying to say. I don't know if she says that. Not in Stardew Valley Expanded, at least. Now that we went through that entire mess with the wizard, I do think that it should be Gus now. I'm not gonna lie. I think with that entire discussion, I'm on Team Gus now. If CA wants to watch the world burn, he should have just left it up to a vote again, because the last vote didn't get really much criticism because it was at the beginning lifespan of the game. But now with the game being as popular as it is, he would actually start like straight up Stardew Valley infighting. Like, you thought the Minecraft mob vote was bad? Just wait until you see the Stardew Valley marriage vote. What's the first vote? CA, I don't know if it was 1.1 or 1.2, allowed us to vote for one bachelor or one bachelorette to be added to the game. And the, fuck. I need to focus. The results were Emily and Shane. Emily and Shane were not originally able to be married when the game first released. That's why you can see kind of the remnants of them not being a bachelor and bachelorette, because all the original bachelor and bachelorettes don't have any like side quests that you can do for them. But Emily has multiple because she used to not be a marriage candidate. What do you mean machines off automatic? You can't just like stall them for a day, no. Oh yeah, but I'm not saying it wouldn't be smart for engagement, but it would actually just start fucking absolute infighting. It'd be really fucking entertaining to watch, though. I assure you that. As somebody who really wouldn't care who is picked at the end of the day. it would be fucking hilarious to watch. I don't remember if Gus was on the original vote or not. I know the Wizard was, and I know Willy was, right? And Clint. Was Gus even on the original vote? One of them wasn't on the original vote. I just don't know who. Because there was only 4. It was Shane, Clint, Willy, and the Wizard, I think. Yes, by the way, we did have the option at one point to be able to vote to allow the Wizard to be married, and we chose Shane. Just let that sink in. We chose Shane as a community. And by the way, I don't think it was close. Somebody would have to pull it up. I don't remember it being close. Did you vote? I don't think I did. I wasn't like really deep into the community at that time. By the time that update came out, I was done with my casual playthrough and I hadn't really started speedrunning yet. Because I did like the first 200-hour playthrough on like 1.0 and 1.1. And then I stopped playing because, again, I wasn't speedrunning at the time. So it was like that little window where I just wasn't in the community. I need an inventory room, and I'm an idiot and forgot to make a chest earlier. Shane, Linus, Clint, Wizard. Yeah, we had the choice between Linus and the Wizard, and we picked Shane. It wasn't Gus, apparently. Emily, Marty, Sandy, and Pam. We just don't have the full backpack upgrade yet. What was the percentages? It was a landslide for Shane, right? Or am I misremembering? I think at the time for the Bachelorettes, I think Emily was the best choice. It was either that or Sandy, but Emily kind of just felt out of place due to Haley being romanceable, but Emily not, even though they kind of just felt the same. Jane, 48. Yeah, it was a landslide. 48% vote rate for Shane, by the way. And the next highest was 16 at Linus. Oh, Wizard 29, my bad. I just assumed you said them in order. Wizard was at 29. Okay, so it wasn't as much of a landslide, but... Right in campaign. That's still funny as fuck. Yeah. The thing is I would have rather seen Emily before Sandy, but now since Emily is already a bachelorette, I'd rather see Sandy than anybody else. You know? God, there's just so much shit in this chest. What the hell is this organization? I just like need to delete half the forge that's in that chest. I don't even know why the forge is still in that fucking chest right now. That's the issue. Clint at 6%. Oh, so people still hated Clint back then too. Things don't change, I guess. Well, the thought process would be the fact that if CA made him marriageable, he, you know, would have an expanded story and be less Clint. Would be the actual thought process behind this. What happens if he actually made Clint seem generally socially awkward instead of, you know, what people view him as right now? Wouldn't he just be a better character? No, the thought isn't I can fix him. The thought is change his dialogue and maybe a few behaviors. And then it's a better character. Rather than the chain I can fix him. Because if you think about it, there's no way in hell that CA really just wanted him to be an incel. Or like any of the way that we like currently view him. He was supposed to be this socially awkward person that like does the blacksmithing or whatever and liked Emily, because remember when the game was originally made, Emily wasn't you weren't able to romance Emily, so it kind of made sense because you wouldn't like, people don't like how the fact that it's like, oh, I've married Emily but Clint won't move on, you know? Oh, crazy. It's like the game was originally made with the fact that you couldn't date Emily, so sure, could he have changed it? Yeah, Like, I'm not saying, like, that's not an issue, but how it was originally. Yeah. So it's like an actual full dialogue overhaul would be nice for Clint as a whole. Which would happen if he's romanceable. Most definitely. And then, like, he could lean into the actual, you know, shyness, socially awkward persona more. Would be very helpful. I mean, it's fine to hate his character as it is right now, but it's like not what it could be. You can hate on a character in a franchise for being poorly written, but weapons of the character became written decently, you know? There'd be less hate. Sigma's gonna stay for a while, don't get me wrong. Can't really undo the years of that, but you get my point. Yeah. It's the same thing with Alex. Alex, like, has, like, a sexist comment that people, like, latch onto. And realistically, I don't think CA had the intention for the character itself to just be sexist in any way. Like, it's just unintentionally there. If you get what I mean. And I don't know. Maybe he should fix it. Like, realistically, he should fix it. But there's only so much a guy can do in one update. Especially since before this, he was doing a lot of the creative work by himself. But now that he's at a creative director's approach, like, he can have more people write the dialogue for him. I already got those. So these situations should happen less. I mean, everybody likes different personalities. I don't think one NPC is going to be liked by all anyways. Everybody has different types. Different types, different attractions. Like, you know, I don't like how Clint is written, but I do think he gets more hate than he deserves because, again, it's kind of an oversight of why he is the way he is. I also don't really read into the character dialogue too much as well, so I just don't have the hatred that everybody else seems to have. Because it's like, I get the persona that CA was going for because it's kind of similar to me in that kind, where it's like, yeah, socially awkward guy that struggles talking to women. Crazy. Sorry, girls, but you are a bit scary. Smile. In the nicest possible way. Talking to people is scary. It's crazy how that works, you know? I just need to get rid of it. This is fucking useless. I cannot sleep and I need to buy more. We are scary. Don't forget it. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to come back later, so it doesn't really matter. Everybody's at different stages of their life, at different points of their life. How many mystery boxes do you get with just RNG? You generally get a few, but I generally just buy them from the desert trader during the egg festival. I only need 5 this run. Mystery boxes are generally just a useless item. Other for the community center, they're just not worth opening in a speed run. They don't really give any good loot whatsoever. They're interesting for bingo because of the food buffs, but otherwise, yuck. I don't know why I bought 2, but I think the lucky lunch for tomorrow could be interesting to try to increase gem rates and whatever. Oh, you asked how do you get, not how many. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. Literally just pray. It's just random. Just doing Stardew Valley tasks, you'll generally just acquire them as you go. My bad. The other half of the statement still stands. I still find them completely useless, and you really shouldn't worry about getting them because they're not that helpful. I really should have bought another set of seeds, but it's fine. So the thing that you see on the left-hand side is custom made. It's actually a live split using multiple elements. The actual music part itself, if you remind me when I get to the next break, I can figure it out for you because I do not remember what it is. But it's realistically just a standard music overlay bot. It's just cropped in a specific way. But yeah, the actual live split thing itself is like a custom asset. And when I say custom, I mean I took a Stardew Valley asset and made it fit for my timer and live split. I technically need these, right? We have Geologist, Adventurer, Blacksmith. I need to make sure I get a... I wouldn't even be able to make a bomb if I picked that up. So sad. Don't have the resources for a bomb yet. There's no point of actually taking that drop shaft there, by the way, because I don't really need to push floors. So I just want to, like, be resetting the floors as fast as possible, and the drop shafts have a little animation that take long. Like, this one you can justify going down because it's probably faster than walking all the way back to the entrance, but the other one, no. Okay. Watch the HP. Got 5. I feel like the Lucky Lunch is putting in work here, which is nice. I do still need a ruby. We're doing really good on diamonds though, so mining XP is fantastic. I just need a ruby to go. And I would still like a frozen tear and earth crystal if I can find one. I'll technically get it next year, and it won't be that big of an issue, but diamond. I honestly rather see more gold ore at this point than more diamonds. I don't really want to have to pay for the gold ore. Mummies are too spread apart. We can do 3 here. There's our ruby. Good, good. Okay, just need level 6 mining at this point. 7 diamonds so far. That's kind of crazy. I have to buy a lot of the gold ore then. Luckily, I don't have to worry about money, so it should be fine. Do I have anything I really need to be resetting for? I guess I kind of just want more gold ore. There is an earth crystal there. Fire quartz already. I am mining level 6, so I'm not really like too keen on having to go out of my way here. I want to wait until noon so I can actually utilize the traveling cart. But I still have a bit more time here that I'm kind of just trying to kill. Over there. Alright, whatever. Basically no gold though. 11. Come on. No. Can't trade anything. Damn, I was hoping for a duck feather. You're on. Oh, I only got. Oh, I need one more. Oh, now. No, I need. Melt. Melt. That out later. It does not give me XP, but I want. I'm trying to get calico eggs from it. Looking for. Still need one more secret note to know if I'm resetting to artful or not. No idea. We don't know until winter. Winter 5th is our first book check. Was there a cutscene in the morning? I don't know what you mean. My bed's in the greenhouse. I'm gonna be like a hair late. Pretty sure I need to be here by 9:30. Oh, perfect. I don't know what happened to the time. I just lost a minute and a half because I was stupid. Sometime in year 3, most likely. wrong button. Luckily, it was right at the start. Oh, I can't pick that one up because of the fucking stupid ass bug. That one's a fun bug. Where are we at? 89. We're probably gonna... I mean, as long as I get it early, it's fine, but... we won't be able to hold off for that long with the amounts of stumps I have. There's more of the scary part. I guess it depends on how many days it rains in summer here, but... it should start raining on the 7th. It's gonna be a dry year, though. It's not really helpful, but it should be fine. Double check something though. We can do it next year. I'm not worried about it. Gonna need to go out on one of these days here shortly. happen later, though. I need to buy... Alright, I just need to... Now that green rain happened... Oh, this is great. Bless. We got no specialty mushrooms. All commons. I need to craft more jars, and I would need to go out. Probably just do it on this next harvest day. Not yet. Oh, we haven't gone through that many. I'm just gonna do a Robin visit. To buy anything at Clint's. I don't know. Just a random Robin visit because we need a justification to go out. Realistically, the answer. Lower. I missed with 130 because on average you're expected to. So I had 700 seed packets, but I technically only put in about 100 or 350. Do half it. Yeah, I shouldn't need more hardwood than this right now, and I want to keep letting this grow, so I want to over chop it. Oh, I don't care about the XP, I care about getting mushroom stumps. And to actually answer your question, I'm pretty sure they give the same, so And the baby girl again. She hates you, baby girl. Come here. And my princess. Lost 4? We need a lot of it for a bunch of things throughout the run. I need like 1.5k. For crafting. Need 333 just for one crafting recipe, and then we make a bunch of treasure totems, and as you can see, a bunch of mushroom stumps, mainly for forging XP here, and I guess common mushroom, but originally for forging XP. Yeah, basically we can't really figure out rain RNG until next year, so about it here. Oh, Run's just dead. Secret note 15 into lower. Enchant spot 9 or 11. Oh, we got the ancient seed. At least I can be happy that it didn't die to that. Didn't even get the sea books. How depressing. I was waiting for a point where I could check it, which is why it took me so long. And before it's wrong. I don't think that's wrong. Alright, books. We guessing yay or nay on books? I don't think it will have books. I'm on the nay side. Okay, if I click the next one and we see Combat Quarterly, we're guaranteed books. If we see Bait and Bobber, we're gonna have to pray that we get it in the spring check. Woodcutter's Weekly. I'm pretty sure that gives combat book, right? It does. All right. So that means I would have to get the fishing book in spring here. Boom. Combat Quarterly. 2 combat quarterlies, really? Depression. Had to go to year 5. Alright. I'm not gonna do another run at this point. Unfortunate first run dies like that. It is what it is. I'm not gonna start another run 3 hours in though. What's the furthest for Artful before the run is dead? I would do up to 5. I don't think I would do 6. I can, like, the issue is it's not even just the prismatics with enchants. it's the cinder shards. It's 20 extra cinder shards per enchant, right? So it's like 5 is justifiable because it's like there are situations where I need 3 for the artful right off rip, and then I'm gonna need probably 2 for generous on the hoe. So it's like I would need 5 in total. It's just when you get the 6, it's a little annoying because again, that's 20 extra cinder shards. So it makes it reaches the break point where I have to do an extra volcano day. Like if you go to 6, which is the issue. I wouldn't do 7. 6 would be like if I'm extreme coping and it's like a god run otherwise, and it's like I get 6 prismatics, it's like it's 20 extra cinder shards, we're just YOLOing a good volcano day. Yeah. That's the issue. It's actually the cinder shards than the actual prismatics. Because theoretically, with the amount of ores I break, I should get 6 prismatics. I generally only get 4, but I should get 6. Hi, my baby. I won't try to get you on stream. You're kind of relaxed already. Unless if you get up and do you wanna say hi to stream? Do you wanna say hi? Ow, 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 ow. Your claws just dig straight into my chest. Oh, that's gonna leave a mark, my princess. Ow. She got up, and then, like, you know, when she gets up, she's gotta stretch. So she started stretching on me while pouncing on me, and her claws just... That hurt. Oh, red now. Never. Over it. Over it. It's your fault for being here. Iron Piece though. I don't want to start another run right now. I'm hungry anyway. Yeah, that said, I am gonna peace. I do appreciate you guys watching, appreciate you guys during the stream. We'll be doing more runs tomorrow. Gotta keep banging the head against the wall until we get the RNG we need. What's new? Nothing. It is what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there and just take care. Later. Peace.